Welcome to the Teqball World Series in Budapest. As you look at the citadel over this beautiful historic city, we return on the World Series to Europe for just the second time this season. A very good afternoon to you. My name's Tim White. Back in the birthplace of Teqball. It's the capital of Hungary. It's beautiful. It's Budapest. 3 finals for you today. Prize money of $30,000 up for grabs as we look at the doubles, the best we can find in the women's, the men's and the mixed doubles. And some new names there as well and some big stories along the way. We're indoor for a change. Most of the venues this season in the World Series have been iconic outdoor locations. But as the chill progresses, we've moved inside to one of the handball arenas in Budapest, the Amalia Strbinski Kezelabdachomok, which I'm reliably informed is the name for a sports venue. And Amelia Strbinski was one of the best ever female handball players, voted the best ever of the 20th century. Right then, our first final today is this one on the screen. As you see, the route to the final. And it isn't an all-Hungarian affair today by any means. And indeed, Viorica Tonu is one of the new names to make a final today. The Moldovan, first ever Moldovan in a final as well, teams up with Kinga Barabashi. You see the Polish official for this first final, Agnieszka Nurzinska. And the Hungarian team, regular techers, will know a little bit better. But first, let me introduce you to the underdogs because they're seeded just 14, yet make their first ever final together. Kinga Barabashi of Romania and Viorica Tonu of Moldova. 27 and 28 years old. Surprised many by getting to this showpiece event. But they're up against the number 3 seeds and they will have the home support. Listen to the ovation for Petra Perci and Nora Vicek. Getting to be old hands at this now, even though they're just 25 and 27. One of the best pairings in the world. They won in Madrid last season. And this season, it's been a semi-final in Madrid as well for this pair, and they've won 2 slightly lesser events in the Teqball League. World Championship semi-finalists, hoping to go one better when we return to the World Championships for our next event, which will be in Vietnam. Well, let's concentrate on the 3 events then today. As I said, some real surprises in the finals lineup today. Quite a few would have picked this team though. Kinga Barabashi, number 4 in world singles, only 11 ranked in doubles, but she's seen and done it almost all on the world stage in this fabulous sport. But not so for Viorica Tonu, a former midfielder in her youth with a little-known Moldovan team, though they once did win the Women's National League in Moldova and qualified for the Champions League. It's her first ever final, and until yesterday, she hadn't played a semi-final or even a quarter-final. Viorica Tonu, a new name in the world of Teqball. Well, congratulations to her for getting to the final, but up against Petra Perci and Nora Vicek, it will surely be a really tough challenge. They've been some big names along the way as well. Tell you about that as we get underway. 2023 World Championships in Bangkok. Perci was a semi-finalist in the singles, and along with Nora Vicek, who's celebrating her birthday next Monday, by the way, the 27-year-old, soon to be 28, has already won a couple of events in the Teqball League, and they won the Madrid 2023 tournament as a pair. So the warm-up is over. The first of the 3 finals underway here, and it's the team from Moldova and Romania in yellow, missing the table and giving the first point to the Hungarians. Good crowd in here for finals day. We've been playing already for a couple of days to get to that spot. And Perci and Vicek came through without losing a set, as did Tonu and Barabashi. So these clearly have been the 2 best partnerships. Barabashi, was she over halfway? The referee doesn't signal a legal attack. Perci just helps it back on the way. Viorica Tonu setting it up, but it might come back with a big header from Perci. Barabashi has to use her chest. You have to use a different part of the body with the final touch every time, and then it's Perci putting that one away. First point 1 in aggression, and 2 already of the 4 serves defended well by Petra Perci. Hungarian team off to a flyer here. Good hit. Been used to the spectacular hits from the Thai players of late. They are not here this week, which has opened up a real opportunity for many you don't normally see in the final, and that's not a great layup from Viorica Tonu. Under the table, inexperienced. Will be some nerves playing in her first final. And with a big crowd, very few spectators in truth, just teammates and a few friends watching in the qualifiers. Pecci can't get it on the table. Vicek didn't want it back, and Tonu's big hit gives the Moldovan her first point and her team's first point. So 3-1 at the first changeover. Barabashi now has to try to equal that. As I said, they will be firm underdogs for this match. Came through the sets easily, dropping just 38 points for 72, but the Hungarians did even better. Pecci has to be careful and just hits the top of the net, doesn't make contact with the table, so the point will go to Barabashi and Tonu. Good to see another nation represented in the final. Moldova and Romanian are neighbours, of course, and share a common language, some vague differences with Moldovan. Pecci, oh, just a slight misunderstanding there. Well, she bisected them beautifully, and Barabashi and Tonu are left looking at each other as we look at a replay of the situation. You can see that Barabashi thought about going and realised she wouldn't be able to get there, tried to leave it for Tonu, who was a little too late to the danger. 2-4. Good first serve this time. As a Hungarian pair on the back foot, and unfortunately it wasn't a good serve. It was clipping the net that I couldn't see from my vantage point here, down low. Good second serve though, skims off the table. Pecci does well to keep it in place. Should be a good setup here though. Tonu sets it up, and Barabashi's missed it, and she looks distraught with herself there. 9 times out of 10, she would make that. Excellent chance to bring it back to 1 point. Instead, the gap is now 3. Pretty much a perfect setup from Tonu. Barabashi has to wipe that from her memory banks. Can't get the first serve in. Barabashi recently won the Žilina Open in the singles, a level below the World Series, of course, for regular techers. Oh, mix up there as well. A bit of miscommunication in the opening stages on both sides of the net. Nora Vicek just left that one. If you are new to the sport of Teqball, in the doubles, and in singles actually, you get 3 touches, but both players in doubles must touch the ball during those 3. You don't have to use 3 touches, you can put it over on the second, as long as you've both touched the ball. Then you have to use a different part of the body for the final touch on your side of the net. Barabashi setting herself up this time, goes wide enough to cause Vicek too many problems, and takes the point. Well, it was 2-2 on her own serve, which keeps them in touch, just 2 points behind, and that reduces the arrears to 1. Hungarian pairing are ranked 9 and 12 in the doubles rankings at the moment. Pecci the higher. Vicek serving here. Although she hasn't made a final this week, and we won't be seeing her today in the live broadcast, it was good to see Leah Vashash back this week with her partner Jeanette Janicek, taking a little time away, concentrating on her job. One of the best young names in Teqball, and already, fair to say, an iconic figure, but they were beaten in the quarterfinals by Pecci and Vicek, who've probably assumed the mantle of top Hungarian team now, and that's always putting you near the top of the world rankings. Pecci with the good hit. Not over yet, though. Tonu going for her own, but misdirects it. Well, it was a decent counter and decent setup, but Tonu couldn't strike. (6-5). Tonu, again, looking distraught with herself. As I said, once played in the Champions League for women in the outdoor version of football. Played for FC Norok. Fortunately, for her. Her teammate Barabashi couldn't convert that either, and we have a 2-point gap again here as the serve switches over. So 2-2 on that set of 4. So let's see what Virika Tonu can do with this one. Used to play midfield with Norok from Nimoreni in Moldova, a town right in the centre of the country, one of the smallest countries in Europe. Caught the edge, and she's lucky there. We'll get another chance. Some might say that should be a fault, but she gets another chance. Oh, great play from Pecci then. Barabashi still has a chance to keep it on the table. Pecci, Vicek with the low head. A bit of a harvest ahead of that one. Virika did really well there, didn't she? Now, Kinga, back to Virika. Kinga Barabashi with the big hit. Great defending from Pecci. Might still keep it alive. Oh, how unfortunate. Great rally. Great defense for the Hungarians. But the point goes to the Romanian and Moldovan team. Well, this is what we needed. A nice close contest. And got to stay in touch. But great defensive work there from Barabashi initially. Well worth watching again. Pecci, super slice pass to keep that alive. Vicek back across. A stab from Pecci. Fabulous Teqball. Good start here. 3 finals, all the doubles to come. Tonu does well. Little low harvester over the net. Didn't fool out the Hungarians though. Barabashi with a smash. And you saw there, hit the ball just before the net. You cannot make contact with the ball over the halfway line or first contact. There is VAR today, should there be an appeal put in, but won't be needing that one. We are tied at 7-7. So the first 2 serves ever in a final from Virika Tonu have brought 2 points for her team. Great serve, very difficult, couldn't cope with that. Pecci and Vicek. Pecci got a touch on it, but the perfect place for a serve. Low over the net with pace and just catching the end of the table before the edge. A little inconsistent, a little too high with a couple, but when she gets it right, very difficult to deal with, as we've seen. More caution with the second serve. Vicek has to nod it a long way back, but a decent header. Should be set up nicely though. Barabashi into Tonu, she's nailed that one. Out goes the ball, clean out of the arena. And for the first time in the final, they're now forging ahead. A brilliant set of 4 points for Barabashi and Tonu on Tonu's serve. And 9-7 in the first set, and the upsets may be continuing here. Had a tough semi-final, the Barabashi and Tonu combination against Barnicka and Sigora, the Polish pair, but beat them 6-10 and beat the highly rated Hungarians, former world champion singles player Anna Ishak and Boglarka Nagy, 7-5 in the quarters. Double fault, captain's fault, leaves the Hungarians with a lot of work to do here. The more highly fancied Pecci and Vicek. Pecci can't find the table again here. Pressure now at 7-10, first to 12 wins. Oh, it's a great second serve. Barabashi can't believe it. Just didn't have a chance to get a foot under that one. Huge pressure after the double fault. And Pecci withstood the pressure. She'll try and replicate that every time at these serves. 2 more to come. 8-10. It's a good one, but not quite as good. Oh, that's not gonna, oh, it is. I thought it was gonna be over halfway when the touch was made. Oh, a mistake from Pecci. I think she changed her mind there and just tried to have a little harvester over the net. But that mistake means it's set points aplenty here for Barabashi and Tonu. Even getting 3 wouldn't save them. They need 4 in a row. Sudden death if it gets to 11-11, but we're a long way from that. 3 set points for a clear victory, first of all, before we get to a deciding point. Vicek keeping it alive. Pecci with a smash between the two of them. Pulls one of them back to the delight of the home crowd here. Well, that's service over, which will give them a chance. But 11-9, there's still a lot of work to do here. Serves have been good today, generally. No one has actually lost their serve, but it's Tonu's 4-0, which has separated the teams. That being 3-1, we'd have been all square now. Tonu really proving her value in this partnership, the junior partner in terms of experience, although she is a year older than Kinga Barabashi, who's serving now with that left foot. Pecci with a big hit. Tonu, she won't keep that one in the arena, and the crowd getting more excited and agitated as we may be near a deciding point. One last chance to finish this before we get to the deciding point. 11 apiece means it's just a sudden death point. If it's 11 all in the final set, that's when you'd need a gap of 2. Top tech ball here. Barabashi nearly knocks herself out as it comes back off the perspex. 11-10 with the serve. Needs to make this count or the next one. $30,000 prize money up for grabs in the 3 finals today. Pecci, careful not to go beyond halfway. Now a chance to win it. Is she over halfway? Still no signal given. Pecci keeps it alive. Tonu misses. It is 11-11. We don't need VAR. We don't need an appeal. It's a deciding point in the first of the finals here today. Great comeback from 11-8. It's the biggest margin we've had between these two teams since we started this final. The first set will be decided with this point. Barabashi lost 3 on serve. Needs just 1. Can she still make it? She can! Killer first serve. The comeback was for nothing. Kinga Barabashi does it when it matters. And the Romanian and her Moldovan partner, Viorica Tonu, win the first set. 12-11 on the deciding point. Thrilling stuff in Budapest. 60 seconds between the sets, of course. Go to a third set if needed. The Hungarians shocked here. Some really good serves. Saw these two practicing outside just half an hour or so before we went live here. And that's the point that won it. The low serve. And what pressure after seeing an 11-8 lead whittled away.
A román és román színeket képviselő páros vezet 1-0-ra, 2 szedgyőzelemig tart a döntő.
Good crowd in here in Budapest, in the handball arena named after Amalia Stubinsky. Well, the two halves of this capital city of Hungary uniting here, Budapest, but it was defeated in the opening set like this. And the unforced errors, 5-4, but still they won the set. Romania-Moldova partnership, Barabashi and Tonu, surprising the number 3 seeds. Themselves seeded only, or ranked only 14th this week among the competitors, with a doubles ranking of 11 for Kinga Barabashi and Viorica Tonu, because she's almost not played, 137. You can vote for your best athlete of the day, male or female, throughout the day. You can see the QR code on your screen, or you can visit us, fitech.org/vote. Okay then, second set, here we go. Barabashi hoping to start as she finished the last set. A winning serve, not an offer this time, but Tonu can win the point. Great defensive header, lovely chest, still a lot of ground to make. It's too difficult for Vicek. Great effort. So much power on that, and Petra did really well just to even keep it alive for one touch, but she was still having to go backwards.
Out. Second service.
Oh, another mistake. It's another very good serve, and it's a good start to the second set. They trailed 3-1 in the opening set, remember, and even trailed 7-5, but boy did they find their Teqball boots at that point. Barabashi making sure, she hopes, that not going to be behind at all in this second set and can steady any nerves as they approach the finishing line.
Second service.
Number of times that both teams have come up with a good second serve. That was over the halfway line. It's not really worth appealing because I don't think it was an edge ball anyway, had it not been. So they considered it, but referee Agnieszka Nierzinska was firm and, ooh, actually, possibly correct, but
Out.
naked eye definitely looked over, clearly.
Second service.
Barabashi looking for a clean sweep, 4 out of 4. Pecci has other ideas. Tonu keeps it alive, good setup. Barabashi, this time it's Vicek defending, comes back towards her, uses the knee to help it over, does well to stay in the rally, but Tonu, oh, she's made a mistake there, but it will count. She didn't mean to do that, did she? Barabashi, great defense. Tonu, oh, this is asking such a lot. Can she do it? Very near unlucky, and applause for the effort. So 1 point is taken against the serve, that's all from the Hungarian team. But they're off the mark in set number 2. 12-11 that first set. Yeah, interesting, you saw during that rally that she was going to take another touch there. Tony, you missed it actually, didn't we? You didn't see it on the replay, but because she touched it and it went over, it still counted, the rally continued. Pecci's first of her 4 serves, doesn't come back. Barabashi only finds the side of the table. Well, quite often, the men's serve is very difficult to defend against, and you'd expect them to hold serve comfortably more often than not, but the women's serve is quite often seen as a chance to take points, but here the serves are standing up really well, I have to say, today. Good accurate serving, and again we see another point going the way of Pecci and Vicek to level it up at 3-3. First set they've lost in the whole week today. Conceded just 44 points in their 5 matches and 10 sets. Well, there was no pass there, so that's why it was not played by Barabashi and Tonu. They knew they'd won the point, both players having to make a touch before the ball goes over the net. So 3-4, the last of the 4 serves for Petra Pecci, and it's good enough. Eureka, but Tonu cannot control it. And so both sets of serves end 3-1 to the server. Really good at the end of the table. That's what makes it such an interesting sport. The world is curved. So Tonu, yet to lose a point on serve, was 4 and out. First time, this time, it's a point straight against them thanks to the boot of Petra Pecci. 25-year-old from Budapest on home territory, making her first touch in the rally count. Excellent angle, just kissed the net as it went across. So behind for the first time, having been 3-0. Good run for the Hungarians. Pecci somehow kept that over at such a low trajectory. Barabashi thought that Vicek was further back than she was, but they still have a good chance of a set-up here. Tonu trying to set herself up with the angle. Has it clipped? No. Oh, it's the 2 umpires have combined to decide that was an edge ball, and they'll replay the rally. Well, my initial reaction was it clipped the edge. Tonu set herself up. Very difficult to tell. So we play it again, edge ball, and you replay the point. Side ball, you lose the point. Pecci, oh, she's a little unlucky there. Could so easily have fallen in off the net or just avoided the net. Tonu then, ranked 137 in doubles, hardly had any success at all. Reached the round of 16 in Pula and Krakow at the European Championships last year. More recently at Madrid in May, reached the round of 16 in the singles as well. First doubles event of the entire season. Hasn't got a club, unattached at the moment. Might have a few offers after this. And a great hit from Petra Perci. Means the scores are tied at 6-6, 2 and 2 on the Moldovan serve. Well, this is where the Hungarians will hope to take charge now. Taking that point, and 4 to come from Nora Vicek. Love to have a first trophy of the season to celebrate her birthday next week. Tonu, though, has other ideas. Oh, it's such a good hit from Tonu. Vicek got her head in the way and thought she might have given them a chance, but such was the power of the strike from Tonu that it went way beyond Petra Perci. So 6-7. Vicek, good serve, but kept alive. Barabashi can only chest it back, so an excellent chance to set up a big hit here. It comes from Petra Perci. Erika Tonu thankfully kept her feet, thought she was going to fall into the advertising hoardings for a moment. But a really good hit to enliven the crowd. They were just silenced a little bit here, and it's not often that a Teqball crowd is quiet. But if Hungarians are being beaten in Budapest, it's about the only chance you have. It's the home of Teqball. We're back here at some point every year.
Second service.
Check with the serve. Tonu laying herself up. Defensive header this time, and the table got in the way for Perci. Another point for Erika Tonu. Made such an impression this week. Quiet young woman, never been to a quarter-final before this week in any discipline of Teqball. The former footballer, former Champions League player. Her team, FC Norok, didn't qualify for the main Champions League event after they were national champions in 2012. In the 2012-13 season they were involved, but lost all their matches. Great experience nonetheless, I guess. Perci with the touch. Barabashi's false touch gives the Hungarians the point and ties again at 8-8. Different tuck here. 3-0 lead quickly established by Barabashi and Tonu, but it was soon 4-4. And the next 2 serves have been shared, 2-2. Neither side has taken their time out yet. That's still on offer. 8-all. A little bit too much of the power and not enough of the cut down on the ball from Barabashi.
Second service.
A little bit, just a little bit more conservative on that second serve. Vicek sets it up nicely, and Perci slams it away. There is no defending that. Well, in the first set, Moldovans and Romanian team were behind and then took the lead and didn't look back. Now, it's the first time that Perci and Vicek have been ahead in this set. If they can stay ahead here at the end of this group of 4 serves, well, that will certainly help. They'll have set points because the captain's fault from Barabashi, as you see, their team's first of the match, means they're 2 points away from dropping the set and sending us to a decider. Again, long from Barabashi. Now, the last time this happened, she served a really good second serve. This time goes for the head. Barabashi with the left foot, and really well played. The feint there, setting herself up for the big hit, but she knew what she was doing. Instead of striking the ball with the side or top of the foot, stab it with the end of the foot, catch your opponents on the hop, get one of those 2 points back. Needs this one, though, to go level at the change of serve. Oh, and the mistake from Petra Perci, furious with herself, does tie it up again. We've been level at the changeover at 4-4, 6-6, 8-8 and 10-10. Which way is this one going? After this point, we'll have either a set point or a match point. The pressure is all on PP, Petra Perci. Oh, she's struggling there. Barabashi was left in the lurch. The double touch didn't come off for Tonu, and it's a set point Hungary here. Perci knows one good serve here sends us into a deciding set.
First service.
Edge of the seat stuff in Budapest. The home crowd will be delighted now. Perci's ace wins the second set, 12-10. We're heading to a decider in the first final of the day. Well, you couldn't wish for anything more. Fantastic stuff here, edge of the seat stuff. Both sets could have gone either way, but in the end it's the result the neutrals wanted, and it's the result in this set the home crowd certainly wanted. It was ended with an ace from Petra Perci, probably the most experienced of the four in doubles, highest ranked. She takes the point to take the set 12-10, having lost the first 12-11. As you look at the beautiful river that divides this city, the statistics for the set, 5 unforced errors each, but 4 winners to 0 for Perci and for Vicek, including that ace at the end that gave them the set 12-10. Beautiful sights of Budapest. The castle, the citadel, the parliament, and the river itself, of course. Iconic locations, and that's what we are all about. Here we go then, time is up. Players should be out there, but they're not yet. Still getting some last-minute hydration for the deciding set. So now we will not have a deciding point. Now you must win by 2, and these two have been so close throughout this final today. Agnieszka Nerzinska, referee, pulls them together. So Hungary will serve first in the deciding set. They choose ends. They will change partway through. First to 12. Let's play Teqball for the final time in the women's doubles. Barabasi and Tonu against Perci and Vicek. And it's the Hungarians in red who will get us underway in the decider. The first of the 3 finals today, men's and mixed doubles to come. It's almost an ace, almost the perfect serve, but she'll get another chance. 2 more serves if needed. The second one's pretty good though, Barabasi having to use her chest there. Perci will set up Vicek. Harvest a header, low just over the net, it's good enough to win it. When you play the short one over the net, it's known as a harvester, really close to the ground, and no chance to reap the harvest for the opponents. The point goes to the Hungarians. So Petra Perci, 25-year-old, takes the first point of the deciding set. Tonu setting herself up and misses with the strike. So 2-0 to the Hungarians. Reminder that Viorica Tonu is in her first ever final. Hadn't even been to the last 8 in any of the major events. By that we call those the World Series, as this is. Previously any of the European or Asian Tour events. Over halfway from Barabasi, clear decision, illegal attack, and 3-0. Well, it was 3-0 to Barabasi and Tonu in the previous set, and they ended up losing it, so not all is lost by any means. Things can turn quickly in any Teqball match. We're at the Malia Stubinsky Handball Arena in Budapest. Great serve again, forcing a lot of distance. Barabasi still has a lot of distance to make, so no power on that one. Perci will try and give some power on that one. Gets quite a bit. Oh, it could be a great counter. Brilliant teamwork. Absolutely perfect setup from Barabasi, way off the table. And still quite a lot of work to do with the smash from Viorica Tonu, but she did it so well. Split the two. Thought about appealing there, but it was clearly nowhere near the edge. Well, they needed that. It's exactly what happened in the previous set, the other way around. Kinga Barabasi won a 3rd singles title of the season in Žilina recently, all at lower level than the World Series. European Games champion in Krakow herself, Barabasi, last season. but another double fault, and they've both been from her, leave her side trailing. 4-1 now. Last time she did this, she went for the headed second serve.
Second service.
Does again. Oh, and it might bring a point here. It does. Poor first touch from Vicek, who wipes the table, but I think it's an imaginary piece of sweat or moisture, to be honest. It's a great serve, but well defended by Vicek, and the coup de grace applied by Petra Perci. Oh, Barabashi's asking for a VAR, I think, here. Let's see if we can hear. VAR is available. I don't know what the appeal would be for, actually. I didn't see anything that merited an appeal. And it's not going to be given. Let's just see. Yeah, it was certainly nowhere near the edge. Maybe she was thinking there was a double touch there. Maybe she thought there was already 3 touches before it got to Perci. Perci struggling here, can't quite find the edge of the table. Point clawed back, 3-5. So gets away with a 2-2 on serve there, Barabashi. Tonu's serve has actually been stronger in this match, I think. Her serves to come after this set of 4 from Nora Vicek. Still to come, men's final and the mixed doubles final. Apo Georgiak, the world #1 singles player, in both of those finals of the doubles this week. No singles here in Budapest. Out of the arena it goes. Vicek cannot get there. Another point clawed back. Well, all the signs that this one could be going the distance. Will we go into overtime? Will we get to 11 all? It's the gold star for any Teqball final. Happens so infrequently. Let's hope we're in for a treat today. Barabashi does just enough, didn't try to overhit it. Perci uses the chest. Tonu, was she over halfway? No, the point is given to the Moldovan, the team in yellow. Get it back level here from 5-2 down. Beat Anna Ishak and Boglaka Nac, a really improving Hungarian team in the quarterfinals. Now hoping to beat the best Hungarian team of the moment in the final here. 5-5. Barabashi, is that over halfway? Still no decision in favour of the Hungarians, and they lose the point. Well, I said how quickly things could change. 4 points in a row with 1 serve to come. Change as one team reaches 6 in the decider. Social media accounts for the players on your screen. Become involved, become a fan. Don't forget, you can vote for your most valuable player. We'll put the QR code up again soon.
Second service.
If you think you've seen the best player already today, no matter 2 more finals to come, you can vote now. Vicek trying to lay it up. Perci. Oh, super hit. That's great tacking. Perfect setup from Vicek. And Perci on the run here. Look how fast she had to come from the back of the court. So easy to put it beyond the table when you have that momentum approaching the ball, but struck it absolutely perfectly. You know what? We're tied again. 6-6 in this thrilling women's doubles final.
Net.
Who will lift the Teqball trophy?
Second service.
You can see which team's had the more winners so far. Maybe another one now. Perci just stretching. She tried to play with the sole of the foot. Petra Perci just glanced around at the score there. Just the one big scoreboard here. The back of the Hungarians, where our camera is right now. Oh, it's a good hit, but it's not a winning hit yet. Barabashi uses the chest, a bit more control. You saw the way it bounced off the table there. Perci went early with the header. Barabashi could have struck it, couldn't use her chest again. Knee, this time from Pecci. Here's Tonu with a strike. Winner! Ahead again by 2 points, 2 in a row against the Hungarians. And now they're calling a timeout here. Yep, timeout has been called while you watch the replay of the winner. So a 60-second time to just discuss tactics, take on some liquid, and maybe just disrupt the momentum that was being built up by Barabashi and Tonu, who lead 8-6 here. Pressure on the favourites. Number 3 seeds this week beat Vashash and Janicek in the quarters, 2 and 10. In the semi, an equally easy, in fact even easier win. They dropped just 8 points against Sofia Dejeni, another Hungarian, and Amélie Julien, the French woman. Been almost invincible this week, dropping just 44 points in the 10 sets. Outstanding Teqballing. But they found today, in Barabashi and Tonu, a team not to be messed with. We're in Budapest, the capital of Hungary, and you might say the capital of Teqball as well. Trying to withstand the invasion of the Thais into this sport. They threaten to take over. You got a glimpse there of Heroes Square, and we wonder who will prove to be the heroes of the women's game here. Great ovation for what will be the final few minutes of the first of the 3 finals here. The number 3 seeds, semi-finalists at the World Championships in Bangkok, a little under 12 months ago. Under pressure here. Is there going to be a VAR? I think they think this one hit the edge ball. So at the moment, the point has gone to Barabashi and Tonu to extend their lead. But did it hit the edge or was it full on? Well, that's a difficult freeze frame. And that's probably not any clearer. Got to be clear evidence to overturn it. It is visible on the big screen here, in case you're wondering. The players all turning around and watching. Now that to me looks... Oh, I don't think there's enough evidence to overturn it, but it's very difficult, even on the slow-mo. Yep, I think that's enough for the call from our referee Agnieszka Nurzinska to make her original decision stand. I don't see enough evidence that that's on the edge. And I think this is going to be call stands at 9-6. But looking at that angle, it's a tough one. The boys in the truck having to decide. The referees sharing their opinions. There must be some dispute for it to take this long. Here we go. They have the decision. I do not know what it is. And as you see, the call stands. Agnieszka hasn't been told yet.
Challenge is completed. No edge ball. Point given yellow.
Well, real disappointment on the Hungarian faces there. They thought that they'd called correctly, but now their challenge is gone and they've lost another point. 9-6. 3 points from a trophy in her first ever venture into a quarter-final or beyond at world level. Viorica Tonu serving 3 out of 3 points so far. Pecci having something to say about that now with the chest. Tonu trying to set up Barabashi. It's a good short one. Vicek keeps it alive. Good overlap from Pecci, and it's good enough to get the win. They get the point to reduce the arrears to 2. First point in that set of 4 taken against the outsiders. Great 4 nonetheless from Viorica Tonu. Remember, they were behind in this set, but they've turned it around, and that's another point, and they are edging towards the finishing line here. 19 different nations represented this week. I think it might be a record for a World Series event. Europe heavily to the fore, and some real surprises. No Chava Banyik in the finals
First service.
Pecci and Vicek have been here before. Pecci needs at least 3 of these serves to stay alive. And at the moment, it's 2 out of 2 for her.
First service.
Got to get at least 1 more, but ideally 2, and there's 1 straight away. Almost an ace, it's an unreturnable serve. It's 10-9. Well, I have no skin in the game, as I say. I'd love this to go to 11-all. We're almost there now because it's already guaranteed to be the closest of possible finishes. Tonu, Barabashi with the chest, it's missed! It is 10-10! We are heading to overtime here. What a match! It's twisted and turned, it's ebbed and it's flowed, but there's never been much between them. For whom will the final twist be in favour? Barabashi to serve again. How much pressure on her now? Has served double faults today, remember. 2 captain's faults. Great serve. Oh! She says no net and wants a VAR, and why not? Because that didn't come back. My initial reaction was that didn't hit the net. She is obviously, as a server, in the best place to see it, but the umpire, side on, thought she saw the ball clip the net. Looks above the net, although we can't see on that, can we? Yeah, I don't think that's hit the net. I don't think there's any evidence that has hit the net, and I think this will be a winning point, which will give match point if confirmed. Well, it's going to be match point for one of them anyway, but it looks to me like this call might be overturned. Here we go. Yeah, surely that is a point to Barabashi and Tonu actually already clapping to say we've won this point. What a dream week it has been for that woman at the bottom left of your screen. Surely that did not touch the net. And Virika Tonu on her debut in a quarter-final, let alone a semi, let alone a final, will maybe stand 1 point away from a World Series title if this challenge is upheld and the call is overturned. We wait. Budapest waits. Silence among the spectators. Here we
Challenge
go.
is completed. No net. Repeat the service.
Oh, she hasn't got the winning point. Well, that is harsh because it was a winning serve, and so they have to serve again, and it will go back to 10-10.
Challenge denied. First service.
Well, that's maybe something we have to look at in the laws of the game, because that was absolutely a winning serve. No way that Vicek was getting that back.
Second
Gone
service.
virtually out of the playing arena here. So the second serve, not as good. Oh, I think she was stretching, even though she missed the table. I think she knew it would be an illegal attack, Petra Perci. And so there is going to be a match point after all to Barabashi and Tonu. Barabashi serving for the match here. 11-10 in the decider. Great first serve. Vicek struggling to get there, can't do it! Barabashi and Tonu continue a week of sensational upsets here with a 12-10 victory, and look what it means to them. Virtually the deciding point. Fabulous scenes, what a final. Just a wafer between the two of them, but separated they must be. And for Virika Tonu, the dream continues. Pinch yourself, Virika, it's true, it's happened. Kinga Barabashi's been here before. Tonu has only ever been a spectator by this stage, and often flying home. Not this week. Made the final as of right, and won the final. And that was the decisive moment. Kinga Barabashi, Virika Tonu, women's champions in the Teqball World Series in Budapest. First of the 3 finals goes the way, unexpectedly, of Romania and Moldova. First ever Moldovan in a quarter, a semi or a final. Let's have a look at the statistics for this final then. Wow, it was close, wasn't it? Never more than 2 points between them in the 3 sets, and overall just a 1 point, but what a point it was, difference between the two. Well, there were a few errors today, there were a few double faults, 2 apiece, more winners to the Hungarian team, and the same number of unforced errors. But Barabasi and Virika Tonu won the big points, and that was what mattered. Whew. Time to catch your breath. 2 more finals to come, remember. But first we'll have the award presentation. Fabulous city. If you've never been, get yourself over to Budapest. So many good things to see, and they can all be covered in a nice weekend. Better still, if there's some Teqball here and you can help yourself to a dose of the live action. So here comes Dr. Jenő Kamuti, the president of the International Fair Play Committee. A revered name to present the trophies to the winners and the consolation silver medals to the runners-up today. We're at the home of Teqball, Budapest, where the sport began all those years ago, not too many years ago. And shortly we're going to have another World Championship. Now, can we see a new star team in women's doubles emerge? We've had the Janiceks and the Vasashes. We had the Pecci and Viceks. But now, the Hungarians have been defeated today. Petra Pecci and Nora Vicek will collect only silver medals. Bitter disappointment for them after beating Vasas and Janicek, and then Dejeni and Julien in the semi-finals. There was to be no gold today. There was not to be another trophy. Winners on the World Tour in Madrid last season, but have to settle for another runners-up spot here. Which means that while they take second place in the silver medals, the gold medals go unexpectedly to Kinga Barabasi, a well-known name on this stage, but also to a player who before this week was ranked 137 in the world in doubles. On the left of your screen, Virika Tonu. She still has a look of real surprise on her face, doesn't she? And accepts the gold medal around her neck first. The 28-year-old from Nimereni in Moldova. And the King of Barabasi, as I said, already used to collecting gold medals, but at this stage and this event, on a World Series event, it is still something hugely significant. She was a winner in Tulsa with Apo Georgiak in the mixed doubles and runner-up in the women's doubles with Caroline Greco. But now it is gold, and now it is a championship. Your Teqball World Series Budapest women's doubles winners, Kinga Barabasi and Virika Tonu. Well, massive congratulations to them. What a start to finals day here. 12-11, 10-12, 12-10. Absolute thriller. Let's hope we're in for as much excitement in the next 2 events, men's doubles and the mixed doubles to come. But before that, let's take a little breather and give you some of the highlights of the match you've just seen. History made in the women's doubles in Budapest.
további Teqball labdáknak keresünk a gazdáit, és nem csak
Tremendous atmosphere in Budapest, 1 down and 2 to go. The crowd are ready for the next one as well, with more Hungarian action to come. Bako and Odnaga, number 4 seeds against the number 3 seeds. We've just seen number 3 seeds defeated in the women's. Will the men's be any different? We shall see. Second of the 3 finals coming up. Men's doubles. This is the way that they got to the final. Some big names there, notably right at the top of your screen, top seeds, Katz and Baniak, defeated by Bako and Odnaga, so they've had a tough route to the final, but so too have Georgiak and Blažević. The Polish pair of Pokwap and Duszak might be seeded only 7, but they looked really strong this week. Well, as you see, they haven't met before, which is not too surprising. Apo Georgiak, not really renowned for his doubles, but he is, I think it's fair to say, far and away the best singles player in the world. This season, 35 singles matches, 35 wins, and 0 defeats. Grigeli Pustai is the umpire referee for this men's doubles. There are 2. There is a colleague the other side of the table just to rule and help on difficult decisions, including illegal attacks. So the home team coming out first, Bako and Odnaga. Been together a little while now. Bako had previous success with Adam Blažević, but his partners on the other side of the net today. 3 of the 4 finalist Hungarians. And here is the world's best singles player, and previously the world's best singles player, and certainly one of the most decorated in history, and still going strong at the age of 30. Adam Blažević, the second of that team to enter, behind the 24-year-old from Romania, Apo Georgiak. Just the names alone, enough to strike fear into many Teqballer around the world. Super partnership, big names. Blažević will be desperate, having got to the final, to add another title to his illustrious career. A real rival with Csaba Baniak. And Bako will be desperate to avoid defeat against his former partner. So Apo Georgiak, ranked only 7 in doubles, as I said, but has started to make real movements as well in this category and the mixed doubles, where he's ranked 12, and we'll see him in the final of that later as well. Blažević won World Championship title in 2021 in Poland, was the best player in the world in singles. The next year, he lost that title to his teammate today, Apo Georgiak. It was a real surprise when he lost the 2023 final in Bangkok, runner-up Georgiak. Adam Bako, long been a big name in the world of doubles. World Championship men's finalist with Blažević in 22. Recently, semi-final in Vietnam and quarter-final in Beijing. Ranked 6 in doubles. Maciej Odnaga, ranked 11 in doubles. They're seeded 4 this week. Both players from the Stickers Club. Odnaga's, in fact, their only previous final as a pairing came in Croatia last year when we visited Pula, and that beautiful amphitheatre, playing inside the amphitheatre. Happy memories of that, and happy memories for these two as well. Their only final. Will they add a crown to their CV? We shall see. So the warm-up has finished. The men's doubles final will get underway with the team in yellow on your left, Georgiak and Blažević to serve first. And it's the world #1 singles player, Apo Georgiak, who starts with a winning serve here. Georgiak and Blažević have not dropped a set this week. Had some tight matches along the way. Maciej Odnaga, 29 years of age. Hoping to get back in the top 10 of doubles rankings. Super start for him. Whether that landed on the table or not, once it had hit the net, it is a fault serve. You do get a second serve, of course. Set up again for Maciej Odnaga, who's firing already. Well, Adam Blažević is such a well-known and respected name in this sport that I just wonder whether some of the Hungarians here might wish him to win again, but will they go for the all-Hungarian team, or will they just enjoy the spectacle? That's my advice. Georgiak, thrilling serve. Was that a double touch? Not given, and Odnaga can't help it back into play anyway. And the point goes to Georgiak and Blažević. So 2-2 after the first four. Adam Bako now had a lot of success with Leo Vašáš in the mixed doubles, ranked 3 in the mixed doubles. Lost in the quarterfinals of the mixed doubles in this event. Bako on the back foot here. Is it too much on that? Odnaga got a touch, and probably just before the halfway mark, but couldn't get it on the table. Bako, semi-finalist in Vietnam, quarter-finalist in Beijing. Beijing, the last event we had. Speaking of Beijing, that was where yet another singles title was added to his collection by Apple Georgiak. He beat Marek Pokłap in the final pretty easily, actually, as well. The teenager from Poland is here again this week, though, and will be in the mixed doubles final. Well, they'll be opposing again. That's coming up next. Had the women's doubles final. It was an absolute thriller. We're hoping for the same here. Bako with a headed second serve. Blažević tees it up. Georgiak, winner. Just paused for a moment to see if he was over halfway when he hit it. Up, sat a little bit off centre, so it's not quite as easy for me to see. Looking at the monitor. Clean hit though from Apple Georgiak. It is a different skill, of course, in doubles. Playing singles, obviously, is self-reliant. You can tee yourself up with 3 touches. But often you're left with just 1 touch. You have to adapt to what your partner gives you. It's a good serve, running away. Oh, super skills from Blažević. Good header as well, but it's going to come back. Great positioning to repel the threat from Odnaga's hit. And now it's Georgiak with a deft touch. Can't use his foot this time, and didn't matter. Bako went with his chest, and Blažević can't get it on to the table. Good rally, showing all the skills of Teqball. Having to play the final touch with a different part of the body becomes almost a test of memory as well. Probably could have used his head there. I think that's what Georgiak was saying to it. Odnaga misses. Knew the table was approaching fast and couldn't smash it. Both serves have been shared 2-2 so far. Blažević trying to make the difference. Always had one of the best serves, has been somewhat put in the shadow in the last 12 or 24 months by Cheva Banyak and his amazing serve. But look at that, so low over the net. Very difficult to deal with, and they could never get to terms, and Blažević is serving up a masterclass here. Has his 3 points already in the bag on this serve, and means for the first time we will see the serves not split. It'll be a lead for Blažević and Georgiak, but will it be a 2-point lead, or will it be 4? Can he complete the clean sweep? Oh, won't. It's a double fault, captain's fault, but still a 7-4 lead for the most experienced man on the table. Pairing up with the youngest man of the 4 in this final. Georgiak, 24 years of age. Wearing the Gobek shirts, but Blažević, actually, I think still with the Sportsicola Sporte Jesulet team, to give it its full name. It's given us an edge, so we'll get a new serve. Onega with the header this time, and Blažević will swing, and Blažević might win the point. Well, this will be some comeback if they keep this in. Might do. That's tremendous Teqballing. Blažević alive. Georgiak for the kill. Too good this time. The point goes to Blažević and Georgiak. This line, stout defence from Bako and Onega. Bako and Onega started this match with a 2-0 lead, I think it was, and now the gap has grown to 8-5 against them. Pressure on Onega. It's a late call, but a net.
Second service.
Instagram pages on the screen for the four competitors. Blažević, big hit, but not a winning hit. Bako helps it on with a shoulder. Onega, what a finish. Oh, well, they're going to appeal it. Clipped the net and went out, and no video replay request. They have just one for the entire match, remember, so they don't want to blow it now.
First service.
Have another look at this just before we restart.
Out.
Yeah, clipped the net and didn't clip the table. Good decision from umpire Gurgly Pustai. Blažević tried to direct it away instead of using pure power. Onega uses power. Onega wins the point. Two Hungarians trying to fight back here. One more serve to come in this set of four for Maciej Onega, 29-year-old. Have dropped a couple of sets this week en route to the final. Bako and Onega. They dropped one in the group stage against the American Frankie Diaz. Hi Frankie, if you're watching, and Zalan Segedi. Blažević hopping mad with himself there as the point goes to the all-Hungarian team. 7-9 at the change of serves. The other set that Bako and Onega lost was in the quarter-final to Julien Grondin and of France and his Polish partner Bartolomiej Franchuk. That's a tremendous hit, but look at Georgiak. Now, how far to the table from there? Oh, it's so unfortunate. Super effort, great defending. But looks disappointed with himself that he didn't find the table, but this lead has been whittled away now. 3 points in a row from 5-9.
First service.
There you go, the string of points. Bako never knows what he's beaten. Seen him so often. Fighting what seemed to be a lost cause. World Championship in the men's double final with Blažević in 2022. And a double fault will tie the scores here.
First service.
Just like in the first match, it's proving to be nip and tuck. We have had 3 points between them. Bako and Onega are on fire here. The layup. Onega's shot was not coming back. Leading.
First service.
10-9, having trailed by 3. 5 points in a row. Can it be 6? A little short one put in. Harvester. Georgiak keeps it alive. Should be a good setup here, though. And Bako goes with a head. The sniper's header not good enough to win the point. Blažević twists and turns with the left foot. Be set up again for Onega for a big one. Georgiak keeps it alive. Surely not. You betcha. The rally goes on. Coming back again. Bako with another super header. Stays alive again. Apo Georgiak, the world's best singles. Blažević, his former teammate, keeps it at bay. The touch is over halfway. The point goes to Georgiak and Blažević. The run of 5 points in a row is ended, but it took a Herculean effort to get the score back to 10-10. Which team will have the first set point? Whoever wins this point will have it. 10-10, men's doubles final, first set. Blažević teeing up Apo Georgiak. Good positioning from Bako. Brilliant. Onega, super hit. Great chest. Georgiak with a header. Can't get over the top of the ball. Misses the table. Bako and Onega have 2 set points. Might only be 11-10.
Point to Team in white.
Set point here and then a deciding point. Georgiak and Blažević know they have to win the next 2. Oh, great serve. Should be enough. That's ridiculous. Surely not. Blažević with the chest. No, it's not making the table. Another monster effort. But Adam Bako says, look at me. Another thrilling set. 12-10. The scoreline doesn't do it justice. Towards the end of that set, some of the best Teqball you will see, some of the most ridiculous defending. Even on that last point, he was nearly out of the arena on the wrong side to keep that one alive. And yet, there was still a little hope, but not quite. Whew, 4 terrific sets so far today. Let's have a look at the statistics from that first set then. And again, it doesn't really tell the story. 4 winners to 1 for Bako and Onega, but 6 unforced errors for Georgiak and Blažević. Maybe more pertinent for the way that went. But looking at that, you'd think it was one way. It certainly wasn't, was it? But Bako and Onega, who trailed 5-9, take the first set 12-10. "60 seconds between sets is over. The referee calls the players together for set number 2. Seen what you like today? Seen a standout player? Vote for the best athlete now. Put your camera to the screen, click the QR code, or just visit fitec.org/vote. FITEC is the governing body of Teqball, the sport that was born in this city and still has its headquarters here.
Net.
This is Budapest. It's the World Series of Teqball
Second
in
service.
China recently. And the title winner then was Georgiak, setting up Blažević, who takes the point. And I think they're going to review this. They're asking for VAR to see if it was an illegal attack over halfway. Maciej Onega made the signal. So VAR for the first time in this men's final. The first point. Players all looking expectantly towards the big screen. Well, here we go. Was he over halfway when he touched the ball? And that's not as easy as it looks. It looks initially like he's bound to be, but when you see the line, was contact over halfway and first contact, that is really close. Again, with the naked eye, it looked like it was over halfway. And even though the knee is over, when the boot first made contact, maybe marginally over.
Attack. Point to Team in white.
Yeah, there was just not enough evidence to overturn that. Yeah, challenge successful, was over halfway. So it was a good challenge from Bako and Onega.
First service.
First point goes to the team in white.
Out.
See there from our overhead camera just how much spin the Bako also gets to the
Second
ball,
serve.
as well as keeping it low over the net. Second serve will be more conservative with the header. Georgiak, nothing conservative about that, straight out of the arena. Sorry. Sorry, Georgiak with a layup and Blažević with a hit out of the arena. Well, they had what looked like a very difficult quarter-final. They made look easy against the Serbian former world #1, Bogdan Marojevic and Nikola Mitro. Blažević and Georgiak were brilliant in that match, but here, just struggling a little to tame Bako and Onega, who have the bit between their teeth now. Remember, Bako and Blažević used to be teammates.
First service. Out.
First serve long, doesn't make Contact with the table,
Second
so
service.
probably the header again from Bako on second serve. Indeed it is. Again, the layup. Well, he's such a good defender. And that's magnificent. Edge ball, they'll settle for that position that they were in. The problem with playing that conservative second serve, as Bako has found a few times, is that it gives the opponents time to set up a big hit, but he's such a good
First
defender,
service.
he doesn't mind that. 2-1.
Net.
Second
Second
serve now.
service.
Adam Bako. Multiple champion. Blažević. Many thought that
Point
his
to
time
Tequila.
had maybe come and gone, but the 30-year-old is having none of it. He's back now.
Change of service.
2-2. Yet again, these two are tied.
First service.
Georgia.
Net.
First of his 4 serves hits the net. Tricky skills, even when the ball was dead. So it's second serve, you don't get it, unlike in
Second
tennis,
service.
for instance, you don't get another first serve if you hit the net. Oh, struggle there, the table got in his way. You can't go beyond halfway if you're wondering, as long as your final touch is played from your own half of the court.
3-2-es állás, továbbra is Fejfej mellett a két páros.
A city of 1.7 million people, Budapest, and a real following among the people here for this super sport that is growing in every single way.
Out.
Spectators, competitors, and TV viewership as well.
Second service.
The last World Series event of 2024 here, right now, in Budapest. Trying to finish with a bang is Odnaga. Doesn't really make great contact. It'll come back from Georgia. Bako on the defensive. Will ask for the layup. Little awkward to get to. Couldn't control it with his knee. Odnaga was overstretching a little. Disappointed there, Bako, because he played such a good defence, first of all, from the smash. So you watch Georgia here, positioned perfectly again. And from there, just thought they'd get at least a continuation of the rally.
Point to Tequila.
Well, 4-2 becomes 5-2. We did see Bako and Odnaga trailing by 4 points at one stage in the first set before they won 7 of the last 8 points. Might need another big comeback here the way this one's going. Georgiak, another great serve, Bako under real pressure. That's neat. An unorthodox attempt from Odnaga, but it's a clean sweep. 4 points to Georgiak on serve. 6-2. Bidding to send us into another deciding set in this pulsating day of Teqball. Maciej Odnaga into the net, first serve. Ranked at 11 in doubles. First final since Pula in Croatia last year. Odnaga got a touch that Bako didn't really want, but does very well. But it'll come back with Blažević's left foot. Bako with a great first touch. Not a bad second. They turn defence into attack majestically. Here comes Georgiak with a sniper header. Great defence again. Terrific rally. Who's got the winning touch? Bako not yet. Georgiak comes back. Blažević smashes that one. What a rally! What a point! Stand and applaud! The finest Teqball you will see. It's 7-2 to Georgiak and Blažević. Well, this is magnificent stuff. Looks very much now as though we will be heading into a decider, but you never know. They turned around a 5-point deficit in the first, but what a rally that was. Play of the day so far. Who's your MVP of all the players, though?
Out.
You tell us. Fitech.org.
Second
There,
service.
of course, you can find all the details of the sport, how you can get involved. And Tech TV showing you all the past amazing rallies and finals as well on YouTube. Tech TV, search us out. Georgia. Oh, Maciej got in the way of that one and couldn't help. So for the first time we have 6 points between the teams. Surely that's too much to claw back, or is it? Maciej Odnaga.
First service.
Absolutely needs 2 here. Danger of dropping serve.
Second service.
Blažević setting up Apo. Georgiak hit the net.
Point to Team White.
So the first point in 7 for Bako and Odnaga. Talked about their comebacks. They even came back in the quarterfinal where they dropped the first set to Julien Grondin and Franchuk, and were in real danger of going out there. Won the second set 12-9, but came through. Trailed 9-5 in the first set here, won it 12-10. Surely not from 8-2 though. You never know. Blažević with a low header. It's good enough. That'll be a point back again. Takes it to 9-3 now. Well, with serves to come, this second set should be over. Have to get 2 touches. Both players in the team have to touch the ball, and Maciej Odnaga couldn't raise it for his teammate.
First service.
Blažević with that low, fierce left-footed serve. They move within 2.
Két pontra a játszma befejezésétől a győrgyerek Agazul páros.
Hadn't dropped a set this week until the final.
Out.
Looks now as though we are going to be going into a deciding set.
Second service.
Adam Blažević, 30-year-old. Good second serve. Bako tees it up. Odnaga will swing. That's, in the end, good communication. Oh, what a header that is from that position. Bako equally from an acute angle. They're back in position, awaiting the hit. Georgiak misses the table. That's a collector's item. Under no real pressure there. Probably the first real mistake of the day. Whole arena here surprised by this miss. Set up really well, but still breathing space and more. 10-4. 2 more serves from Adam Blažević to come, and he will hope to get the 2 points to wrap up this
Second
set.
service.
Second serve complicates matters a little. Oh, does it ever? Odnaga, did he get 2 touches there? Was he over halfway? Is there going to be an appeal? They're contemplating an appeal here, but they accept the fate. Maybe not worth burning your only appeal when you're probably going to win the set anyway. But the question was, were there 2 touches and was it over halfway? But 10-5. Still work to do, and again misses the first serve. Got a great second serve in and still didn't win the point in the last rally. And as a Teqa, that is aggravating. It's another good serve, but Bako, probably the best defender in the business at the moment. But Odnaga can't get it from that position onto the table. And now we have 7 set points. It's got to be 7 in a row then. Bako knows it's probably beyond him, but he will try.
Net.
They
Second service.
retreat, they know what's coming. The header, the probable layup from Georgiak, the big swing. Instead it's, oh, it's still alive, is it? No, they gave it up. Might have been 2 touches from Maciej Odnaga. So for the first time today, we get a clear-cut set, and it goes 12-5, as you can see. But the points don't matter, it's the sets that matter. And as we saw in that first set, Bako and Odnaga can still cause a problem. Difficult to say who would start favourites in this one. Probably you'd go with the seeding, which was Georgiak and Blažević seeded 3. The number 4 seeds took the first set. Yeah, you can see there was a double touch there before the back flick. Wouldn't have stood a VAR appeal. Couple of touches, and then the third meant the point was over, and the set was over. A set that went 12-5. Let's have a look at these statistics from that set. Lost the first 12-10, but bounced back very efficiently. Took an early control with 4 points in a row on serve from 2-2, opened up an 8-2 lead, and made the few unforced errors. More first serves in. A lot of first serves missed though, I have to say. Much better second service points won for Georgiak and Blažević. So here they come then for the final set, and as always we'll get a few words from Gergely Pustai, our referee, to decide who's going to serve and which end will be occupied.
We will start serving or receive. Receive. We start receive. Abort start receive. We start serve. Mátyás Darcnak. Good luck, guys.
Well, if you were with us, what, 40 minutes ago, was it? I don't remember. You'll know the score by now. Final set must be won by 2 points, unlike either of the previous 2 sets. And the players will change ends when one team reaches 6. So Bacco and Onega will start. Onega nominated to serve first by his team. And gets an ace to start with. Might have just glanced the leg of Georgiak before it hit the floor, but deserves an ace. Crowd really getting into this one now. It's a real treat. Yeah, it was an ace. Hit the floor first. And again, 2 out of 2. Play. Winner point. Press repeat. Onega going for a hat-trick of first serve winners. This time, Georgiak at least keeps it alive. Blažević misses the table. 3 from 3 from Maciej Onega. Had a quiet second set. Has woken up now.
First service.
Onega, the new partner of Adam Bacco, been together over a year now. Blažević, the former partner. Bacco repelling the initial threat. Takes some distance from there, but the chest is good, but it's conservative, so it'll come back really hard from Apor Georgiak. What a winner that is! Well, quite often the technique is to smash it into the table and get the height, but the trajectory here was so low. Bacco positions himself really well, but he was powerless there. Georgiak. Superhuman effort. That's fantastic. Still, the point is far from one, and Georgiak has missed it. The point is one now, and they go 4-1 up. Shaky start to this second set from Blažević and Georgiak. Another uncharacteristic mistake from the world #1 singles player. Not lost in 35 singles matches this season. Not quite so used to doubles.
Net.
Still be a second serve. Blažević ranked 3 in singles and 5 in doubles, higher than his partner. Oh, a double fault. The nerves here for even the world champion in singles, Apor Georgiak. 5-1 for the all-Hungarian team now. Georgiak calms himself down. Deep breaths. That's a great serve. Bacco touching his foot as though it let him down, but in fairness, it's a superb serve. Yeah, it came off his ankle really, didn't it, rather than his foot. Ball will have a quick wipe here because of some moisture on it. It is warm inside this arena, normally used for handball. 5-2 the scoreline here. Referee's job is done. So let us remind you again, vote for your most valuable player of the day. Well, even after this match, you'll only have seen the half of it for Apor Georgiak, because he will be with Kinga Barabashi in the mixed doubles to come. Kinga already champion in the women's doubles. Chance of a double for her. If Apor Georgiak is to have a double, they have a lot of work to do here. 2-5. Last of his 4 serves for the Romanian. And that is another winner from Maciej Onega. So they'll change ends at 6-2. Super hit. Over the head of the first line of defence. The second line of defence had to use his hands. Many things are allowed in Teqball. That's not one of them.
First service.
So Adam Bacco to serve. If he can get 3 out of 4 service points here, they will feel they're almost home and dry. Still a lot of time to go. A lot of time for a comeback, especially with the second serve. It'll be set up for Georgiak with his right foot. Great hit. Onega was late there. Oh, almost kept it alive. It's called out. I don't think that they'll appeal this. It didn't look like it caught the edge, despite the fact, not sure whether we saw it on our monitors, but Bacco was shouting to the umpire, edge, 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 but wasn't to be.
First service.
So the first of the 4 serves from Bacco is lost. Georgiak gets it back to Blažević. That's a great layup. Onaga's big swing, the haymaker. Maciej Onaga restores the 4-point advantage. Closing in on a trophy. In 2023, Bacco
First service.
won a World Series title in Madrid with Adam Blažević. European Tour title, renamed now to the World Series. But at this
Second
level,
service.
they were finalists this pairing in 2023 in Pula, but lost the final. Georgiak with the aggression there, but come back. That's an edge ball, is it? Thankfully, as the ball ricochets into the commentary area there, just knocked over a drink, and the bottle top was on, I'm pleased to report.
First service.
So 7-3. Bacco still frustrated here.
Second service.
This replay point after the edge ball. Again, has to go to the conservative, which means a big hit. Now, is that over halfway? They will video appeal this, I think. Yep, VAR is called for. Illegal attack, they believe, that the last touch from Apo Georgiak was over the halfway line. He doesn't look too confident here, Apo. Well, the last touch has to start before the halfway line. When did his foot make contact with the ball? This is really tricky to see, but he might have got away with this. You can see the split screen on the left when the foot makes contact. It's there, not there, but the next frame, ooh. So not that frame, but that frame, and that might be over halfway.
Challenge is completed. No illegal attack.
No illegal attack. The yellow team wins it, and Georgiak and Blažević, well, it's unfair to say they keep it alive because it would still be alive, but they closed the gap to 3 instead of 5. Now Bacco and Onaga watched that, and they are not happy at that decision. Bacco was looking towards his corner
First
there,
service.
wasn't ready for the ball. Silence in the arena here in Budapest. Georgiak, neat chest, kept it low, difficult to work with. This time, Onaga smashes a winner. Again, perilously close to being over the halfway line. But a point that takes them 4 ahead at the change of serve. Maciej Onaga showing his worth here, the 29-year-old. Ranked only 85 in singles. But a really good foil here for Adam Bacco. Well, Blažević needs to turn back the clock here, needs a clean sweep of 4 on his serve to get the back level. 3-1 would be good enough, but the double fault really heaps on the pressure here. 9-4. Wow, huge pressure now, he needs these 3. If he loses 1 more point, the best they can do is 10-6. Onaga, chest, gets it on the table. Apo Georgiak, 1 to tee it up, 2 to smash a winner, but Bacco says no. Back they come. Onaga can unleash, does do so. Georgiak, great first touch. Blažević, headed sniper, still not a winner. The rally goes on. Had to use a chest this time out of Bacco. Blažević can let rip with a full-blooded left-footed strike that wins the point. And after the double fault, feels that he's repaid a little bit to his team. 9-5, or should I say 5-9, after this winner.
First service.
Well, he used to be known as Team Adam. Now they split. The rivalry is certainly there, and Blažević absolutely determined not to be undone by his previous teammate. Claws another one back.
First service.
9-4 look comfortable, 9-6 less so. The last
Edge
of the
ball.
4 serves. Edge ball, he'll get a repeat. 2 more serves if needed. If he can get this
New
one, there'll
first
be
service.
all sorts of pressure mounting on his opponents. It's a great first serve. Odnaga still has a chance to tee up Bako, but from there it's so difficult. It's not coming back. Well, after the double fault, Blažević was brilliant on serve. The pressure didn't get to him.
Change of service.
Change of serve, and I would suggest change of pressure here. Odnaga knows he needs to get at least 2 points here, really, on serve. Blažević has hit the net. What an opportunity there to close it to 9-8, but Blažević caught the tension. 2 points away from the match, from the trophy, after the mistake from Adam Blažević, who's been brilliant by and large today. Odnaga not got the best serve of these four. Gifted the first point, can't afford to just give one away now on the captain's fault. Make your opponents win it, they can always miss. Georgiak, Blažević this time, no missing this time, it's out the arena. Could still be 10-10 at the end of this four, I tell you. We were 10-10 in that first set. On that occasion, it was Bako and Odnaga playing catch-up from 9-5 down. This time, it was 9-4 in their favour.
Out.
The 5-point lead has been whittled away. It's down to 2. Second serve.
Second serve.
Hush descends and more pressure.
Double
and he
fault,
has
point
double
to
faulted.
Tequila.
That's what pressure can do to you. Bidding for a first major title match, Odnaga. He has one more serve to come here. 1 point between them. It's on a knife edge. Oh, it's a great serve. No, it's an edge ball. Georgiak left it and centre, was on the far side to me. Wasn't entirely sure, but we'll have to replay it. Yeah, you can just see the ball deviated. You didn't see this first serve here, but it missed by a huge amount. Now he might have to go with a header just to make sure it gets on the table. Blažević flexing that left leg. Expect that to come into play in about a second. Here we go. Oh, he plays it short. Bako was so far back. He dummied them. He suckered them. He used his experience. It's 10-10 in the decider. What a fight back. 6 points out of 7 when they looked out of it at 9-4. Now, it's just the world's best singles player with a pretty devastating serve to try to win it here. Must win by 2 points from this moment. Georgia, good serve, dipping off the edge of the table, but Odnaga, great hit! What a good hit! Quite a bit of distance between boot and table there. For the first match point, there may not be any more. Goes to Odnaga and Bako. Well, having seen their lead whittled away,
First service.
can they snatch it after all? Georgiak.
Net.
One more mistake, and the title is over. Last doubles title at this level for Adam Blažević was in Naples over 2 years ago in June 2022.
Second service.
Georgiak trying to stay in it, trying to force it to 11 all. Odnaga with a short one. Blažević, it's all over! So many smashed winners from Maciej Odnaga, but in the end, he played it short. He played the game, and he won the championship. Adam Bako, absolutely delighted. The old teammates have an embrace, but it's Bako who has to be one of the best doubles players in the world. Throughout his career, he has performed with various different partners in doubles and mixed. And he set it up for Maciej Odnaga, who used the outside of his boot, faking the big hit. Just got enough slice on that one to take the point and take the title. Bako and Odnaga, your champions, men's doubles, 2024 Teqball World Series in Budapest. Still have one final to come, but let's have a look at how this match went. If you're just joining us, these are the statistics from the men's doubles final. Bako and Onega taking it 12-10, 5-12 and 12-10. In the end, both aces went to the number 4 seeds on their way to winning. They had more winners and fewer unforced errors. You might say a deserved win, and yet somehow Georgiak and Blažević won 3 more points than their opponents. But it's about keeping your nerve at the big times, the big points. And when it got to 10-10 in the first and the third sets, Bako and Onega kept their nerve, and there was to be no way back for Georgiak and Blažević. Whew, 2 finals, you could not have wished for more, could you? Budapest resplendent, and indoors resplendent here as well on the court. So straight away we'll press on with the awards ceremony. The players are waiting for the presentation of the medals and the trophies. And this time the State Secretary from the Prime Minister's office in Hungary, Dr. Mark Adam Janov, will be making the presentation. Hugely popular sport here in Hungary. And in Budapest, the headquarters of FITEC, the governing body, the birthplace of Teqball. How far we have come. World Championships in Poland and Germany, and then the switch to Asia in Thailand for the first time last year, and staying in Asia this year in Vietnam. But first, the last World Series event of the season, and the last men's doubles silver medals go to Apo Georgiak and Adam Blažević. Georgiak is picking up singles titles for fun, but did recently win both the men's and the mixed doubles in Žilina in an event at the level below this in Slovakia. But there was to be no victory today for him and Blažević. 9 titles all told for Georgiak this season, 54 career titles for Adam Blažević. But he couldn't add to his total because they were denied by the Hungarian pairing. Mátyás Onega will be first to receive a gold medal. Congratulations to him. First at this level. Only previous final in Pula last season with Adam Bako. Bako gets another gold. He's won a few along his career in mixed and in men's. World Championship men's double final with Adam Blažević in 2022. And they will be a threat this year in the World Championship coming up after this title. Champions, men's doubles, 2024 Budapest, Adam Bako and Mátyás Onega. Really good performance, the sweat still pouring off them. And you get some terrific rallies, particularly with Adam Bako in your team, because his defence is astounding. He reads the game so well, he works out the angles, he controls the first touch. Well, great sportsmanship, a lot of love between all the athletes on the Pro Tour. $30,000 up for grabs here today. And let's have a look back at that men's doubles final. We're in Budapest. We are 2/3 of the way through. 2 down, 1 to come. 2 titanic battles Can we make it 3 out of 3 on that front? The mixed doubles final is to come. Again, 2 seeds have made it through to the final, but probably not the final that many were expecting. Well, 2 of the competitors we have already seen today. Already a finalist. Kinga Barabashi, a winner in the women's doubles, and Apo Georgiak, who's just been defeated in the men's doubles. Will they come together to get a second trophy for Kinga, or will it be a second defeat in the final for Apo? Standing in the way for this one, the young Polish team of Alicja Bartnicka and Marek Pokłap. As you see, there has been success before for the Polish pairing over these 2. It was a close encounter before, as close almost as it could possibly be, 11 and 10. However, the Romanian pairing, seeded 5, are the higher ranked of the 2, and I think have to start favourites for this one, but the Polish team is catching up so quickly here that it would be foolish for anyone to write them off. Beat Balázs Katz and Gabriela Cotta in the semi-final, and also Csaba Bányák and Kristina Ach in the quarter-final. They've been the Hungarian slayers this week, having also overcome Bence Forgac and Boglárka Nagy in the round of 16, and came through the group stage. Did lose 1 set to Nikola Mitra, well known on the circuit, the Serbian, and his partner in mixed doubles, Stephanie Brito. But apart from that, it was plain sailing for Pokłap and Bartnicka. We're almost ready to go there for the 3rd of the 3 finals. They've been breathtaking. Our referee for this final encounter is Peter Borbeli, a local umpire from Hungary. And there he is. Well, Georgiak and Barabashi have been absolutely top form on the way to the final, and they'll have to be again if they're to beat Pokłap and Bartnicka. All smiles from Alicja in particular there. Pokłap was in the final of the singles event in Beijing, his first final at World Series level, and you know who he lost to? Only that man there, Apo Georgiak, teaming up with Kinga Barabashi, and no doubt we'll see them in the World Championships as well, the all-Romanian team. Haven't dropped a set so far, dropped just 17 points in 6 sets in the group stage, and they were equally destructive in the round of 16 against Hugo Rabot and Amélie Julien. The French pairing lost just 9 points then, beat Bako and Bashash in the quarterfinals 6 and 8, and then Blažević and Perci 10 and 9. Absolutely star names for those of you who know your Teqball. So both of them have really had their work cut out to get here. Surprises along the way. The youngest player in the final stage today is this man, Marek Pokłap. He is sure to become a star of this sport for years to come, just 18 years of age, which leaves Bartnicka as the elder statesman of the 2 at the age of just 22. Their 23rd birthday will be in just under a month's time. Ranked 6 in singles now, Pokłap, but 13 in doubles. And Bartnicka ranked 30 in doubles. In mixed doubles, they're ranked 28 and 20. Kinga Barabashi, already seen her win today. In 2023, she won at Koh Samui with Balázs Katz, where they beat her partner today, Georgiak, and his partner on that occasion, the American Margie Osmondson. Georgiak hoping to overcome the disappointment early when with Blažević they fell in the men's doubles final just a few minutes ago. This pairing has been victorious in the World Series this season already. Georgiak and Barabashi won in Tulsa in June. Beat the Brazilian pairing of Lindoso and Moraes, comfortably so, 9 and 6. Popquack going for the hit.
Illegal attack.
Over
Point to
halfway,
Team Norwich.
quite clearly there. Nitzka's lay off, a little bit awry. He's trying to get the muscles moving. Won't be a problem, of course, for Georgiak.
First service.
Barabashi's problem will have been not seizing up, trying to keep moving
Fold.
whilst the men's doubles final was underway. If you missed it
Second
earlier,
service.
2 terrific finals already. A lot to do from there.
Edge
Gets
ball.
an edge ball, he will settle that. Yeah, the women's doubles final saw Barabashi and Tonu squeeze home 12-10 in the decider, all 3 sets, real thrillers. Barabashi looking to become the only winner in 2 events today.
First service.
Men's final saw Georgiak and Blažević
Point to
defeating
Team Norwich.
12-10 in the decider.
First service.
We know what Georgiak can do for the
No
serve,
pass.
and it's too
Point to
good.
Team Norwich.
Even though the ball went over the head, no pass because of those players on your side.
Change of service. Team in black to serve.
Touch the ball to make it an illegal.
First service.
Possession, a legal attack as opposed to an illegal attack.
Fold.
Gets the net, so that doesn't count.
Second service.
Last of the 4 serves here for Georgiak, hoping to make it a 100% on serve. Goes down the line this time. On
Point to
the
Team
mix-up
Norwich.
between the 2 Polish players. And so, great
Change of
start.
service. Team in black to serve.
4-0. Work to do.
First service.
Left-footed. Marek
Point
Popquack,
to Team
great
in black.
start. When he gets it right like that, it's almost unplayable. To get your foot under that ball is so difficult.
First service.
Even more so to control it. Good layup this time though. Georgiak will hit it away. It's going to be too good, I think. Oh,
Point to Team
almost.
Norwich.
Great athleticism. Small player, Alicia Banitska, but so quick
First
around
service.
the court. Very athletic as well. Plays with the technical Warsaw Academy.
Point to Team in black.
So another point. Clawed back.
First service. Out.
He's missed it,
Point to
Georgiak.
Team in
Missed a
black.
few of those in the men's doubles, didn't he? So that'll do for Popquack and Barnitska. Having been 4-0 down, you really want to win your serve, even if it's only 3-1. You don't want to tie 2-2.
First service.
He's won 3-1. He's kept them in touch and he's kept them within 2.
Out.
Now they will try to reap the benefit.
Second service.
Women's serve will come under pressure. Serving to Barnitska. Tia. Marek goes himself with his right foot this time. 2-footed player takes the point. He prefers his left foot. So helpful in Teqball to be able to do that though.
First service. Out. Second service.
A little bit of pressure now then. 27-year-old.
Fold.
For Transylvania
Double fold.
Tech
Point
team. And the double fault ties the scores at 5-5, having been 4-0 down. First 2 points on
First
serve.
service. Fold.
Two more
Second
to come.
service.
Good hit. Too good from Marek. Just 18 years of age. His birthday indeed will be at the start of the World Championships in the first week of December. Semi-finalist in singles in Vietnam. Finalist in Beijing. Hoping to go one better this time in the mixed doubles. Yeah, did the right thing there. Been a waste to try and hit it from there, but Barabashi with the hit, that's good enough to keep their lead intact, if only by a point, as the serve switches over. 5-7.
Change of service.
Alicia Barnitska to serve. Ball will just need some attention. I think a little bit more moisture here. It is really warm inside this arena. Ball isn't being wiped. The referees are just discussing something. Not sure which.
Nem csak ennek az eredményhirdetése következik ezután a meccs után, hanem azt is megmutatják, hogy ennek a tornának.
Yeah, the score is 6-6. Yeah, earlier I said it was 5-5 and the scoreboard said 6-4 and I thought I might be mistaken, but that is correct. That makes me happy. It's 6-6. We're 4-0 down. Banitska already assured of the best, but she wants gold 4 times, a bronze medalist. King of Barabashi. That's where the diminutive stature doesn't help. Banitska forced to the back. Had it been Marek back there, would have had more of a chance keeping that in play. Yeah, Banitska, European Championships in Krakow last year, won the bronze in both the mixed and the women's doubles. Also a bronze in the 2022 World Championship in the mix with Adrian Duszak, another big name in Polish Teqball.
First service.
Have won 2 minor mixed events already in 2024. Building up a good understanding. Here's George Jack. Steiger hits the net, doesn't hit the table. And the Polish team are ahead, having been 4-0 down. This is some comeback. Never panicked. The beauty of Teqball is it really is one sport where you can play 1 point at a time, but the pressure will mount as you get towards the latter stages. The business end of the set now, 8-7.
Fault.
Just a little bit of easing here for Banitska on this second serve, knowing that the very worst that can happen is they'll turn the serve over at 8-8.
Second service.
22-year-olds, last serve. Oh, gone long with the headers, trying to get a little bit more on it, so it will be 8-8.
Change of service. Serve. First service.
Well, if Apo Georgiak, the world's #1 singles player, gets this right, they could win this set here and now. He's waiting. Here's the setup. Here's the shot. Great defense from Marek. Banitska does equally well. That's fantastic counter from the Polish team. It's still alive. Barabashi tries to chest it on. She can't. Magnificent Teqballing from the Polish team. Speaking of Adrian Duszak in the corner, cheering them on. It's a brilliant point. Barabashi just couldn't get it on the table, couldn't control it, tried to soften the blow.
Fault.
Oh, he said if he got 4 out of 4, the set would be over. I guess if he lost all 4, the set would also be over. But Marek Pokwap must
Second service.
already be licking his lips here, thinking, my serve to come, and I'll definitely be in it now. Has a chance to go 2 up, goes short, but it was telegraphed quite easily. George Jack will also go short, and it's bounced on the table twice. Ties it up again at 9-9. Every match today has been a thriller. There was just one set in that second final when Georgiak and Blažević ran away with it, but they didn't win the title despite winning that set 12-5. The beauty of Teqball. Barabashi.
Point to team in orange.
She got it on the table. Went down the line, looked risky, looked like it might be close to an edge. But it's a crucial point to give them the advantage, 10-9. One more serve to come. Taking the last 2 points, remember.
Point to team in orange.
Well, now the pressure will be on Marek. I said that he'd be licking his lips, knowing he'd at least get a serve, but he needs to get 3 points in a row here to take this set. There's a great first serve. Might be good enough. Kinga misses the table. 1 point back. Well, this is remarkable. 5, now 6 of the 7 sets today
First service.
have gone to 10-10. Georgiak to win it, he's missed. Misses the table, and look at that, he can't believe it. Had the angle, had the chance to win the first set, and now it's sudden death. Deciding point. Pokwap with the serve, teed up. Georgiak this time, he's missed again! Can you believe it? The defense of Banitska and Pokwap helps them take that first set. from 4-0 down. What an effort from the 18 and 22-year-old. Well, the excitement of a deciding point. The crowd here have been royally entertained. But Apo Georgiak, having just been defeated in the men's doubles final, had 2 chances to win this first set. Uncharacteristically missed the first with a header. Even more uncharacteristically, missed the second with that trusty right boot. Even the world #1 singles player is human. He's got that sinking feeling again. The first set goes to the Polish team, 12-11. Let's have a look at how they did it. Well, they did it by making fewer unforced errors. Those two at the end critical. 6 in all from Barabashi and Georgia. And the #5 seeds concede the set. Time is up. The referee, Peter Borbeli, calling the players to order. A little reluctant, trying to get every moment's respite before the final resumes. Well, it is a really good category now, this, and even without the players from Thailand. This week, Shaba Banyek, Christina Ach, Balash Katz, Gabriela Cotta, Adam Bako, Lea Vashish, Adam Blažević, Petra Perci. That's not even counting the French pairing of Rabot and Julien, all falling to one of these teams this week, and they're all big names. Good rally developing here. Oh, too many touches. Unable to take the pass from Barlinska. Just telling his teammate there, just calm down, relax. Says the 18-year-old. Old head on young shoulders. He thought that was a winner. It's gone as an edge ball, so they'd have to replay the point. But as you can see, a video referee has been called for. You only get one challenge. Don't want to burn it. But he was confident this hit the table on the full. Looks good. Players watching the big screen inside the auditorium here. That's the angle that may prove decisive. Watch the shadow and watch where the shadow disappears. See where the ball hit the table. And that does look like it will be overruled to me. Let's see if we get green on the screen. Let's see if the referee, Peter Borbeli, makes the decision.
No edge ball going to team in black.
It is a good appeal. They keep the challenge. More importantly, they get the point. Winning serve from Marek Pokwa.
First service. Out, going to team in black.
Mistake there. Wonder if she was thinking of hitting it and then changed her mind, because it's an uncharacteristic error from Kinga Barabashi. Doubles champion here already today. At the moment, underdogs to double up, trying to change that. She's hit the edge of the table there and should have finished that one as well. The best female players in the world, Kinga Barabashi, but at the moment, Alicia Barnitska, just 22 years of age, has the edge.
Out.
Both the Polish players, younger than their counterparts.
Second service.
Maybe the Quebec team, the Polish players.
Going to team in orange.
Fortunate in one respect, could have been very nasty on the ankle.
Change of service, team in orange to serve.
So no advantage gained by Marek Pokwap on his 4 serves.
First service. Out. Second service.
Georgia.
Fault, double fault,
Double
going to
fault
team in black.
again. He's made more errors in the last 40 minutes than I've seen in a long time. Apo Georgia.
First service.
Captain's fault, they call it, when
Fault.
a double is made. Just struggling for serve here. That's usually one of his strongest attributes. So important to be a good server. It looks so easy when you watch him, and you just try playing.
Second service.
Well, they were winners in Tulsa, comfortably so.
Out. Point
Dropped
to
just
Team Orange.
15 points in the 2 sets. They've already dropped 15 points here. We've barely started the second set.
First service. Edge ball.
3-3.
New first service.
Play the point on the first serve. Pokwa. Terrific header to keep it alive. A lot of work to do. Great use of the chest. Pokwap again, this time goes with a short header. It's
No
brilliant,
pass.
it's
Point to
brilliant.
Team Black.
Marek Pokwap uses head there with the short harvester over the net. Everyone expecting another powerful attack. Had to go with his head, but just cushioned it.
First
Actually
service.
trying to lay it up for a teammate, could only put it over the net.
Edge ball.
It was illegal because both players have to touch the ball in a doubles match before it goes over the net.
New first service. Illegal attack.
Not
Point to
far
Team
enough back there with
Orange.
the layup from Marek Pokwap.
Change of service, Team in Black to serve. First service.
So it's still even Steven. Very tight in the first set. Both sets
Out.
of serves have been shared 2-2 so far. 4-4. Crucial 4 here though for Alicia
Second
Barnitska.
service. Out, double fault. Point to Team in Orange.
These two reached the semi-final in Madrid this year. And a bronze
First
in
service.
the Euros, European Championship games last year in Krakow.
Out.
Won 2 gold medals at events lower than the World Series this year, bidding
Second
for their
service.
first big title for either of them in any event. Georgiak, having
Point
none
to
of
Team
it,
in Orange.
dismisses that one. Opening up a 2-point lead again.
First service.
Say again, that's the first time in this set. 1-1, 2-2, 3-3 and 4-4. But in the first set,
Second service.
a couple of times they were 2 points to the good, but lost the set in the end, Georgiak and Arabashi. Pokwa. Good attack. Coming back again though.
Illegal attack. Point to
Arabashi
Team in
is
Black.
over the halfway line. Just feel if you can get 3 points ahead. They had the chance there. And you're opening up a
First service.
degree of comfort, but it can change quickly. Barnitska to serve, almost a running serve. Shuffles forward a couple of places and she's delighted with that.
Change of service. Team in Orange to serve.
So finishes her 4 serves at 2-2 as well. 2-2, 4-4, 6-6 at the changeovers. Marabashi has to follow suit and get at least 2 points here, she will think. A little bit behind Marek there. He did pretty well, but Georgiak lays it up nicely. Is that an edge?
Edge ball.
Yeah. Replay the point. Well, it's been... I think we've deserved this as Teqball fans, haven't we? A day like this, because
First service.
maybe the last couple of events haven't quite been as exciting as we would wish. Been some great performances, but not the edge of your seat finals. Well, we're getting them today. We've had 2, looks like 3. Is that 3 touches? No call from the referee, and the rally goes on. And King of Marabashi will try to make it inconsequential. Can't finish it off though. Oh, from there it's difficult. Great skill from Marek Pokwap. Here's Georgiak, goes short. The sniper's
Point to
good
Team in
enough.
Orange.
Well, they get the point in the end. I think there might have been some controversy. I thought that it involuntarily hit the chest of Marek Pokwap.
First service.
So Barabashi, again, King of Barabashi, Romania.
Fault.
It's Romania against Poland. In another
Second
great
service.
European, Central European country in Hungary.
Fault, double fault.
Double
Point
fault.
to Team in Black.
Levels it up again at 7-7. We briefly had
First
a 2 point
service.
lead and there was a chance to extend it to 3. 6-4 up and might have gone 7-4 up, Georgiak and Barabashi. Now, looks like a different game here. Poles taking the first set on a deciding point, 12-11 at the Amalia Stubinski Handball Arena. Another double fault. All going wrong for Kinga Barabashi. The pressure now, we talk about the pressure points at the business end of a set. Once you get to 14, can't afford many mistakes, but a good comeback there from the experienced Romanian. So almost inevitably, we're back level again, 8-8. Every single one of these players saw their serves halved, 2-2. Pokwap served well today, only took 2 and was disappointed with his first 4 in this second set. Now he gets a chance. Is it over halfway? No call from the referee. Oh, that's amazing defense from that position. In with a sniper header that misses from Marek Pokwap. Super point taken from the Romanian pairing. Shows the value of keeping it in, even if you can't attack, just get it on the table. At this stage, there's so much pressure and expectation. Anything can happen. So first point on serve lost for Marek Pokwap, needs a reply. Barabashi will use a chest, saves the foot for the next attack, they will hope. But trying to finish it is Marek Pokwap. Georgiak sets himself up, and he's too much distance from there to try that. Little too ambitious. So again, we go all square at 9-9. There has not been more than 2 points between them, and that only once in this entire set. It's been you take one, I'll take one. So evenly matched.
First service.
But the huge advantage is with the Polish team here. They have the set advantage, that's why. Barabashi. Oh, it's a little bit further away than he would have liked, and now there's a chance for Georgiak to seal this point. Gets a great shot in. It's not quite dead yet. Asking a huge amount from there, and he makes it. Brilliant defending, Marek Pokwap. Kinga Barabashi this time. Barnitska keeps it alive. Still loads to do. Chest again, onto the table. Not sure that was allowed actually, but it's a point. Oh, take a bow, Alicia Barnitska. They didn't need a third touch in that rally. She went early to catch them out, used the momentum of the ball across. Crazy stuff. Just a short touch. 10-9 with one serve to come. If he can make this count, what a time to go 2 ahead for the first time. Georgiak defending. Kinga Barabashi helps it on. Quite a lot of depth there. Barnitska's struggling. Oh, it's another amazing piece of defending. But Georgiak is in for the kill here. Again, the Polish team somehow keeping it alive. Oh, nearly ran into the table. But they're still alive at 10-10 here. Yet again, this set, like almost all the others, goes to 10-10. One set was 12-5, the second set of the men's doubles. All the other sets have been 12-10 or 12-11. And this is another one. Now, a point to take us into a decider. Georgiak and Barabashi.
First service.
The Poles need to win the next 2 points to take the match. Georgiak hoping not to give them a chance, and it is a big serve. It is the second set. The first was 12-11, and this one finishes 12-10 thanks to the serving of the world's #1 singles player, Apo Georgiak. Unbeaten in singles throughout the entire calendar of 2024, looking to regain his World Championship crown in Vietnam shortly, but now looking to get a mixed doubles crown at the expense of Pokwap and Barnitska. Got another service winner there. Barnitska couldn't control the power from Apo Georgiak. The Romanians have leveled it up against Poland in the final of the mixed. You knew it had to happen. We're going to 3 again on one of the best days ever in Teqball World Series events. This is how the second set was won and lost. So far, match stats in total, 23-22. Unforced errors 8-4, but remember they had far more in that first set, and winners sneaking ahead 4-3 now. So Georgiak coming to the fore when he was needed after mistakes in that first set arguably cost his team the set. He took those last 2 points after the Polish team had led 10-9. Into the third set we go. What a day of Teqball we have had. Sensational stuff.
What side do you want? That side. You want to serve or receive? Serve. Who will be the first to receive?
Yeah, I don't understand why anyone chooses to receive first, really. If you get it right, there's a big advantage. And Georgiak is confident enough to say, yeah, I want to serve, give me that ball. Well, they will change ends when the team reaches 6, otherwise the only other important thing is, if we get to 11-all, there is no deciding point. It has to be won by 2 clear. And the way it's gone today, well, I wouldn't rule out a 13-11 or a 14-12 or a 15-13.
Going to team in orange.
Bidding for their 2nd World Series title of the season in mixed doubles.
First service.
Banyik and Ach managed it in Beijing after winning in Vietnam and also winning in Madrid. But Georgiak and Barabashi on the comeback trail here, hoping to add to their title in Tulsa.
Second service.
Bonetska laying it up. Marek with the right foot, just catches the edge of the table. Still 1-0 then in this deciding set.
First service.
Oh, it's difficult from there. Couldn't get any power on it, but it's good enough because he laid it short. There wasn't enough room on the edge of the table as Barabashi was clearly expecting more.
First service.
She ran out of room and could only put it back on their side of the table.
Out.
Little edgy here. This set of 4 seems to have gone on for a long time. We certainly had 2. Had, of course, an edge ball that meant a point was replayed. So it's 1-1 and 1-1. Sets and points in set 3. That's against the net. That's not allowed. Well, both these 2 teams have been magnificent throughout this whole week, through the group stage and then the knockouts. Been some fabulous performances.
Going to team in black.
Shout of bravo from the 18-year-old. The teenager looking to conquer the world of Teqball. Marek got a glimpse of what he was all about, didn't we, in Beijing when he made it through to the final with notable scalps. Couldn't quite top Apo Georgiak then. Looking to beat him now on the mixed doubles table.
Second service. Going to team in orange. First service.
It's got to the stage now when, okay, they've won a point 3-2,
Edge ball.
but you kind of think, well, it'll be 3-3, won't it?
New first service.
In that second set, it was 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, 4-4. Wasn't 5-4, but it was 6-6, 7-7, 8-8, 9-9, 10-10. Unbelievable.
Second service.
Closest set, I think, throughout that I've ever seen in a final of a Teqball major competition. Bonetska laying up for Marek Pokwak. Now Kinga Barabashi goes short. She saw they were out of position. She used her skill and her experience there. Lovely touch from the 27-year-old from Transylvania. So there is a 2-point gap between the 2 teams now. Good serve. And that's good enough to get 1 point back. Barabashi couldn't control it. Yeah, the last time he lost his first 2 serves, he got them back, having gone
First service.
to 4-6. Another decent serve, but this time it's well defended, and Georgiak fire the point that gives them the lead by 2 points in the change.
Change of service, Team Italy to serve.
Last event of the day, the mixed doubles final. A thrilling day of Teqball. Will it be a come from behind victory?
Out.
On the screen, the Instagram pages for
Second
all the
service.
finalists here today in this mixed doubles final. Second serve is good from King of Barabashi, but no real threat. Oh,
Way to
that's
Team
a
Italy.
nicely played, well positioned, not with power. Just took some power off, but positioned it on the end of the table, but not the edge, just so it would fall to the floor. Take a look at this, the subtleties and varieties, just cutting down slightly.
First service.
Wouldn't reach. I've got George.
Out. Second service.
Polish team.
Double
There.
fault. Going to Team in black.
Supporters being given real hope here, because 2 points was the lead, and 2 points have been clawed back.
First service.
Adrian Dushak, the current world champion at singles.
Fault.
He beat in that final in Bangkok, Apor Georgiak. Now hoping
Second service.
that his compatriots can beat Georgiak in the mixed doubles.
Edge ball.
Just caught the edge. Should get another chance.
New second service.
Goes deep, but Pokwap goes
Illegal
short.
attack.
Oh, he's over the halfway
Going to Team
line.
Italy.
Well, that was called immediately by the referee
Switch side.
just to my right, not Peter Borbelli. So we switch at the closest possible time, 6-5 here.
First service.
5-6
Fault.
last serve.
Second service.
King of Barabashi looking to open up a 2-point lead before the lead switches over. Pokwap has other ideas. Big hit. Well, they needed to take 3 of those 4
Team in black to serve.
to get back all square, and they have done. But now,
First
how
service.
good is Alicia Barnitska's serve? Only ranked 20 in the world, mixed doubles. Done so well to get to the final, but they don't want another defeat here. They want the gold. And Marek Pokwap is helping them edge towards that finishing line. Lovely 1-2 between them. Perfect setup. Beautiful contact with the football.
First service. Fault.
7-6.
Second service.
They trailed 3-5. Good run of points here, 4 in the last 5. King of Barabashi has done enough there to take that. So yet again we're tied. We were at 1-all, at 2-all, at 5-all, at 6-all, and now 7-7. Just tell you,
First service.
got a feeling this one's going into overtime.
Out.
No one would want this match to stop. Nearly
Second
25 past 7 in Budapest, the capital of Hungary, the capital of Teqball, you might say. Barabashi with a big hit, great defending from Barnitska. Pokwap has a look at the table, sees where his opponents are. The big hit from Georgiak, still doesn't win the point. Great chest from Barnitska, beautiful hit from Marek Pokwap, but superb defending, great sniper header as well. They nearly collide there. Now it's Pokwap, short header. Barabashi was awake. Beautiful hit this time. Oh, he thought he won the point, not quite, he has now. Apple Georgiak was off celebrating. Marek Pokwap almost defied gravity to keep that one alive. But he couldn't get the second touch. That was astonishing. After all that, it's just 1 point. And will it go 8-8?
First service.
Every other point at the moment goes to the opposing team.
Fault.
Haven't been ahead in this final set though, Pokwap and Barnitska.
Second service.
Are they timing their run to perfection? Bit of pressure here on Alicia. Second serve's quite a good one. And hurries the opponents and wins the point. 8-8, win off the serve for Alicia Barnitska, the 22-year-old. Semi-finalists in Madrid, this pairing, showing what they could do in future years and future months as it happened here. Maybe on the verge of a World Series crown. Georgiak just failing to get the point.
Second service.
Could win it with these four. We said that at 8-8 in the previous set. Oh, well played from
Illegal
Budapest.
attack.
Oh, it's over the
Point to
halfway
Team
still.
Orange.
Will go to Georgiak and Barabashi, and still they haven't led in this set. But still, there's been never more than 2 points between them. 9-8, 3 serves to come.
Fault.
Apple Georgiak reaping the benefits now of choosing to serve first.
Second service.
17 to 20. Could win it if he can clean sweep. Barnitska with a layup. Marek Pokwa. Great defense. Lovely 1-2. Header without too much power. Pokwa will have to do the same. Good low header this time. Then it can be set up for a big hit. Georgiak can't finish it. Oh, was that over halfway? No, but it's an edge ball, and they think it is over halfway.
Challenge is requested by team in orange in case of illegal attack.
Well, it was very close, wasn't it? So we're either replaying the point, or it's gone to the team in orange, which would make it 10-8. So this is crucial. To just move that back a frame, don't we? I think you'll be all right there. Boot on the left picture, just making contact with the ball there. And I think he's all right there. I think the appeal has been burned, but there again, we're so near the end of the match, shouldn't matter. Marek Pokwa, out of your picture here in the arena, has clapped as he's watched that. He knows, but is he correct? Taking some time in the truck.
Challenge is
VAR. Here we
completed.
go.
No illegal attack. Point to team in black. No more challenges.
It was called edge ball, wasn't it? I think they called edge ball. The referee's coming over to discuss by me now. I think the referee just conferring with his colleague, and Peter Borbeli should, I think, keep the score at 9-8 and make this an edge ball. Yeah, there we go.
Repeat the rally.
Easy to forget. Good job, there are 2 officials here. Well, that was a long point for nothing.
First service.
Edge ball it is after all that. So, Georgiak still has a chance to see this match out with 3
Ooh,
more, and he's got one there. He goes to 10-8. Apple Georgiak, 2022 world champion in singles. Winner of the singles in Beijing. Only 1 World Series title so far. It came in this event with King of Barabashi in Tulsa this year. And now, suddenly, 3 match points. The first time in this set that they've opened up a lead of 3 points, and it's come just when they needed it. 60 seconds timeout for Pokwap and Barnitska. Are they to be the bridesmaids again? Pokwap defeated in Beijing in straight sets by Apple Georgiak. Boy, he's given him a run for his money today with his partner, Alicia Barnitska. 4 times at the highest level. She's been a bronze medalist in her first final today on the World Series or World Championships. But will it be another loser's medal, to be cruel? Their time will surely come in future. They are so young and extraordinarily talented. Can they pull this one out of the fire? You wouldn't really be too surprised, would you? I mean, at this stage, 11-8, a serve to come from the world #1. It shouldn't be possible. But talk about positive attitude. I'm sure that Marek Pokwa believes it is still possible.
Let's continue the game. Team in orange to serve. It's a match point for team in orange.
So 3 match points, not 4, because if they rescue 3
First
points here,
service.
the team from Poland, it will go to overtime. A 2-point gap needed in the final set, the final match in Budapest.
Edge ball.
A new first service then for Apple Georgiak.
New first service.
An ace will win the set and the match. Kept alive, Barnitska gets it back the right side of the table. Pokwap just goes cautiously. Georgiak for the win, smashes it. Oh, he's got 1 touch. Oh, not good enough. And the title goes to Apple Georgiak and King of Barabashi. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think you'll agree that is an absolutely superb performance from all the competitors in this final. Marek Pokłap is in tears to my left, trying to compose himself now and thanking the audience as you watch the scenes of jubilation. Apo Georgiak defeats the teenage Pole again, and for Alicia Barninska, disappointment in her first final at the highest level. Even at the last, they refused to give in. Georgiak racing in for the kill, and even then flinging his body at the ball, almost somehow overcame the odds. But Apo Georgiak came good when it matters. Some mistakes this afternoon in the men's doubles, and a couple here. But he had that winning touch yet again. Apo Georgiak clinches another final. The king of the singles is making waves in doubles now. Techers everywhere, beware. Brilliant final, brilliant day of Teqball. Brilliant effort from Georgiak and Barabashi. They did it the hard way, they lost the first set. Here are the statistics from another pulsating final. The mixed doubles went the way of Romania. Barabashi and Georgiak lost the first set 12-11, but then won 12-10 and 12-8, but it was closer than that. 8-all, it could have gone either way. In the end, the Polish team had more winners and fewer unforced errors. But the know-how in the big points for Kinga Barabashi and Apo Georgiak. And they take the final title of the day. So, Kinga Barabashi, a double winner today, women's doubles and mixed doubles. 1-1, lost one in the finals for Apo Georgiak. And it just remains now to hand out the medals and the trophy, and also don't forget our MVP, most valuable player of the day. So first of all, let's welcome Attila Stoica, who is the State Secretary of the Ministry of the Interior here in Hungary. And he will present the trophies and the medals, starting with the losers' medals. It's silver, at least for the first time, first final for Alicia Barninska. But what a huge disappointment, having taken that first set. And in the second and the third sets, so finely balanced at 8 points apiece. But Mr. Stoica has to present silver to the team from Poland. Alicia Barninska, 22 years of age, she's young, and her partner, Marek Pokłap, is 4 years younger, won't be 19 until the start of December, when we're starting the World Championship week in Vietnam, in Ho Chi Minh City. Tears today for Marek Pokłap, has to be content with runners-up again. To the same man opposing him on the other side of the table, Apo Georgiak, all conquering in singles, and now turning his attentions to the doubles. Kinga Barabashi, double champion today. In the women's doubles, it was another tight one, but with Viorica Tonu, she guided her team to victory 12-10 in the final set against Pecha Vicek. The final here today, she tastes glory again, along with Apo Georgiak, who puts aside his disappointment in the men's event to lift the title. Ladies and gentlemen, your mixed doubles winners, Georgiak and Barabashi. Well, the most thrilling Teqball day is coming towards an end. I hope you've enjoyed our coverage today, and if you haven't, there's something wrong with you. I tell you, this has been sensational sporting action, incredible skill, magnificent determination, and nerves of steel needed at the end of the set, and those nerves were handled better today by Georgiak and Barabashi. They are the stars, and they are the ones with the trophy. And for Barabashi, who's got to nip over the border to Romania, it'll be with a full suitcase with 2 trophies to take home. Big smile for Kinga, and Apo, plenty of trophies in his career. I reckon that's now 44 titles for him. 25 of those in singles, but now a lot in doubles. Here's how they won the mixed doubles final. Budapest playing host to the most memorable of days in the world of Teqball. 3 astonishing finals. Wow, they went the distance, didn't they? Didn't quite go to overtime that I thought the last one might, but nip and tuck all the way, 8-8 and 8-8. Some of the sights of the historic, beautiful capital city of Hungary, the birth of Teqball. And that remains just one award to hand out, and that is for the player of the day, most valuable player, male and female. And I guess the game's already been given away as you see the 2 players on your screen. The 2 players who made it through to double finals and the 2 players who picked up the last trophy of the day. The award will be handed out by FITEC Executive Board Member, Mr. Rui Marquez Leitao. There he is, Senor Leitao. And I don't think anyone can argue with the awards given out here, can they? Kinga Barabashi, winner of both events, just had to get the women's award, didn't she? And she has been sensational today, getting stronger and stronger at the age of 27. A second World Series mixed doubles title for her today, along with Apo Georgiak. What a season it has been. Apo Georgiak so close to the men's doubles after he had lost with Adam Blažević to Adam Bako and Maciej Odnego in a humdinger and lost the first set here. He had to go so deep into his reserves of strength and mental fortitude too, and he showed the very best that the world champion can offer. Apo Georgiak, your best male athlete of the day. MVPs and absolutely winners today. So the Romanians not quite sweeping the board, but 2 trophies and an MVP for one, and 1 trophy and an MVP for another. A highly memorable week in Budapest for Georgiak and Barabashi, and a highly memorable day in Budapest as well. From all the team here, from the boss Jolt and from our director Olivier and all the team, we thank you for your company today, helping to make the fastest growing sport in the world. From myself, Tim White, see you at the World Championships in Vietnam. The world is curved.